Video, a lady who scored her first big hit 30 years ago with the song Can the Can. During her illustrious career, she's recorded many other smash hits, including Daytona Demon, Devilgate Drive and 48 Crash, to mention but three. She's also an accomplished actress, having appeared in the TV series Happy Days and on the West End of London, playing Annie Oakley. Australia remains one of her favourite stomping grounds. She's about to embark on her latest tour, her 20th, no less. Joining us in the studio this morning, the Queen of Rock and Roll, Suzi Quatro. Good morning.
Good morning.
It was quite an intro, wasn't it?
It wasn't. I was reading it as you were doing it. It was quite good. I was going to do it for you. 20
tours?
I know.
We get our sums right?
Yes.
Incredible.
It seems like forever. I've been coming here I've grown up in this country.
Incredible. Well, you started this whole business when you were how old?
14 professional.
Wow.
Went on the road, and I'm now 52. That's
a long time.
A long time.
Incredible.
I guess I still like it, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
I like performing.
And
I
people
always
like seeing you do it, which is how come you're still in business.
Yeah.
How did a girl from Detroit end up getting the big break in London?
Make a long story short, I was in an all-girl band with my sisters and some other friends, and in fact, I just had a big argument with one of my sisters about this because I'm digressing a little bit. We're doing a documentary of my life at the moment, and so all this stuff has come up again.
Yeah.
And Shore said to me, "Oh, I fought to keep the band together," and I said, "That's funny, because I was waiting to leave." And so we talked about this. I said I was just always waiting for somebody to come and pick me out and make me solo, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah. And there was an American record company that offered me a deal to stay in America, and at the exact same week, an English producer was in town, and he offered me an English deal, and I had to decide between the two.
You made the right call.
I made the right one, I think so, yeah.
Those guys, Chapman and Chin, in those early days, they made, you know, hits for you and Sweet. And, I mean,
great writers.
It was a golden era, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
I guess they were the Stock Aitken Waterman of an earlier era.
Yeah, but I think even in a classier way. I mean, that's for my opinion.
Sure.
I think that the pop industry after that went a little bit more disposable.
Yeah, okay. It was a very blokey business, and some would say that it still is. I mean, how did a girl, you know, pick up a bass guitar and start playing rock and roll in those days? Did you feel like a pioneer at that time, Suzi?
Did I feel like a pioneer? My dad has 4 daughters and 1 son, and he brought all of his girls up to believe that we could do whatever we felt like doing. So I never considered that I didn't have the right to pick up a bass guitar if that is what I chose to do.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Because a lot of other ladies took their lead from you, didn't they? Oh,
yeah. I mean, I talk to them all. They all come up to me. Though, when you think about it, I didn't have a role model as such. I didn't have anybody that I could say, oh, I want to be like her. It was all male. Yeah. So, and I didn't even realize I was doing it till I looked back on it. And now I realize I was the first one to break through doing that. You know, I always say I didn't open the door, I kicked it down.
You were sailing uncharted waters. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It must be nice having a lot of people say, well, Suzi Quatro, she's sort of opened the door.
It makes me feel good. And I think that women have a very valid place in rock and roll. And somebody had to do it.
What is it that keeps you going? I mean, you've done so much. You've done the acting. You do a lot of spiritual, a lot of work in the self-help.
I have done. What keeps me going? I guess that I still feel I'm smacking my backside there. I feel well, we won't go there.
Well, the question is, you know, you're a grandmother these days.
Yes.
You've got a beautiful little, how old? 18 months or something?
18 months. Her name is Amy.
Yeah.
Amy Susan, actually, which I insisted on. I was privileged enough to be there at the birth, which was unbelievable. I wasn't at the birth of my own child because I was out cold, because it was an emergency cesarean on the first one. And I've never seen anything like it in my life. I'm there every day.
Except when you're on tour in Australia. What makes you jump on a jet and go to the other side of the world?
I have to work.
Yeah.
I don't have to work for money. I have to work for me. It's what I do. And as long as people still want to see me, I will be there.
Well, they do. The tour kicks off on Friday night at Rooty Hill RSL, no less. Suzi Quatro, welcome back to Australia.
Thank you very much.
For the 20th time. Nice to have you here.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Ali?